Hello, 7th grade. We are going to be reviewing lessons 1 through 3 before you take your quiz. So we have our vocabulary. Electromagnetic wave is a transverse wave that involves the transfer of electric and magnetic energy. An electromagnetic radiation is energy that electromagnetic waves transfer through matter or space. Polarized light is light that has been filtered so that all of its waves are parallel to each other. Photoelectric effect, the ejection of electrons from a substance when light is shined on it. A photon is a tiny packet of energy. Electromagnetic spectrum is the complete range of electromagnetic waves placed in order of increasing frequency. Radio waves are electromagnetic waves with the longest wavelengths, lowest frequencies. Microwaves have shorter wavelengths, higher frequencies than radio waves. Radar is a system that uses reflected microwaves to detect objects and measure their distance and speed. Infrared rays are electromagnetic waves with wavelengths shorter than those of microwaves. A thermogram is an image that shows regions of different temperatures and different colors. Visible light is the electromagnetic waves that you can see. Ultraviolet rays are electromagnetic waves with wavelengths just shorter than those of visible light. X-rays are electromagnetic waves with wavelengths just shorter than those of ultraviolet rays. Gamma rays are electromagnetic waves with the shortest wavelengths and highest frequencies. That's all 7 of the waves of the spectrum. And then amplitude modulation, a method of broadcasting signals by changing the amplitude of a wave. Frequency modulation, a method of broadcasting signals by changing the frequency of a wave. So amplitude, you change the amplitude. Frequency, you change the frequency. Lesson 1. Our key points where an electromagnetic wave is made up of vibrating electric and magnetic fields that move through space or some medium at the speed of light. And 2 different models are needed to explain the behavior of electromagnetic waves. A wave model best explains many of the behaviors, but a particle model best explains others. So 2 different models, the wave model and the particle model. The photoelectric effect can be explained by thinking of light as a stream of tiny packets or particles of energy, photons. For the effect to occur, each photon must contain enough energy to knock an electron free from the metal. Sorry, that's a typo. Lesson 2. All electromagnetic waves travel at the same speed in a vacuum, but they have different wavelengths and different frequencies. The electromagnetic spectrum is made up of radio waves, microwaves, infrared rays, visible light, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and gamma rays. Visible light is the only range that eyes can see. To measure distance, a radar device sends out microwaves that reflect off an object. The time it takes for the reflected rays to return is used to calculate the object's distance. To measure speed, a radar device uses the Doppler effect. A police radar gun sends out microwaves that reflect off a car. Because the car is moving, the frequency of the reflected waves is different from the frequency of the original waves and is used to calculate the car's speed. Most objects give off some infrared rays. Warmer objects give off infrared rays with more energy and higher frequencies than cooler objects. An infrared camera uses infrared rays instead of visible light to take pictures called thermogram. And 3. Radio waves carry information from the antenna of a broadcasting station to the receiving antenna of your radio. Cell phones transmit and receive signals using high-frequency microwaves. Communications satellites receive radio, television, and telephone signals and relay the signals to receivers on Earth. AM, the amplitude changes. It has constant frequency, lower frequencies, less energy than FM, and reflects off the ionosphere. FM has a constant amplitude, frequency changes, higher frequencies, more energy than AM, and it passes through the ionosphere. So that's it. Check things if you are still not 100% sure on one thing. Otherwise, your only assignment is to take the quiz. Have a great Thursday.